no more bad government in Nigeria. Nigeria what? The only media that have been consistent speaking against the bad government and for the purpose for reformers. Nigeria what?
No more bad government.
Nigeria what?
No more bad government.
Nigeria what?
No more bad
The only media that have been speaking.
No more bad government.
The voice of the voiceless.
No more bad government. No more bad government.
For the poor.
No more bad government.
Nigeria what?
No more bad government.
Nigeria what to be here.
No more bad government.
No more bad government.
No more bad government.
In Nigeria.
No more bad government.
No more bad government.
No more bad government.
The only media.
No more bad
The
government.
number one media in Nigeria.
No more.
By legal practitioner Liberus Oshoma. Thank you for your time, sir. Now, both sides have been claiming victory of the judgment by the Supreme Court. While one side says the judgment means Abure still remains chairman of the party, the caretaker committee of the party says the judgment means Abure has been sacked. Now, please help us to really understand what exactly this judgment means.
What the judgment simply, thank you very much. What the judgment simply means is that the Court of Appeal in the first place ought not to have interfered in the affairs of the political party. This Court of Appeal that heard that Abure was the authentic chairman of the national chairman of the party. The Supreme Court is saying that they ought not to have interfered. And that the decision for the internal organs of the party, the National Working Committee of the party. And so if the National Working Committee of the party had removed Abure, that there is, in line with their constitutional requirements, that there is no court that can interfere, being an internal working of the party. So remember, Abure had earlier been removed by the National Working Committee, and then he went to court also, and then he went to court, and then the court reinstated him as the authentic national chairman of the party. So that is why both are laying claim, because the court had declined to interfere, just the same way the court declined to interfere in the affairs of the PDP as regards the national secretary of the party. I think that was last week or last 2 weeks. So the same vein, the court had said, the court has said that this is a family affair and that no court should interfere, and that the internal workings of the party should be governed by the parties.
Okay, now, since the Supreme Court is invalidating the judgment of the appeal court, does this mean that all actions taken by Abure since the appeal court recognized him as chairman up until now have been nullified? Does that mean this?
No, well, when until a court gives a judgment, what it means is that there is presumption of regularity in favor of action taken by that office holder. And then so once those actions taken by that office holder at that time are presumed regular until from the day the court set aside the holder of that office, that's when you now begin to talk about any action taken subsequently is a nullity. So what usually happens is when the next person comes to occupy that office, they can either adopt those previous decisions taken or override those decisions. But you cannot say that all actions previously taken, had been ab initio nullified, because what it means is that as at the time those actions were taken, the person that took those actions took them on the presumption that, he was the authentic chairman of that party. So, but the issue here, why both parties are laying claim to this state, is the fact that what is the prevailing position before the Court of Appeal judgment? What led to them going out? So the action that took them to court actually is what the court had nullified now to say there was no need for the court to interfere in the first place. The action that took them to court, that was what the court had nullified. And basically, if it was that Abure had been removed ab initio, and then he now approached the court to say by virtue of a Congress head that he remains the authentic chairman, then what it means is that the Supreme Court has said no court can interfere. Since no court has the power to interfere, the decision of the party stands. But if it is that he was not removed, and then that's where you now say Abure's side can claim victory.
Thank you for your insights. Thank you for your insight as always, Mr. Oshoma.
Even at the Supreme Court, they don't even know what the judges there said. They don't know where they're getting their narrative. What the judge said that Abure has outlived his tenure. Abure and his members have outlived their tenure according to the party's constitution. So I don't know why Abure will want to impose himself on people, and people are there supporting that impunity. He shouldn't even be in the first place.
Mr. Para.
By virtue of that judgment.
Yes. While we await the certified true copy to understand the details of the court decision on this matter, it is also clear that the Apex Court mentioned that courts do not have jurisdiction when it comes to internal affairs of a party. Good example here is the leadership of the Labour Party. It means that the court is saying you have to return to, party mechanisms to have this solved. How do you see these two warring parties make progress with this?
When the party said that Abure has outlived his tenure, that means Abure does not have any tenure. Yes, we'll have some mechanism. We'll have the NEC, our elected members, talking about His Excellency Dr. Alex Chomoti of Abia State, his deputy, and others. That was why they came together to inaugurate the chairman that we enjoy today in the person of Usman Nenadi. So now, talking about internal mechanism of the party, that the party has to now revert back to itself for the leadership. That is why we have Usman and Darlington on board. So you can't put something on nothing and expect it to stand. Abure does not have a tenure. And because we have elected members, we have statutory delegates to NEC. Dr. Alex Chomoti is there. Abure does not even have any moral ground to stand and represent the Labour Party. So talking about that, of course, we have that in place.
Interesting development, and we probably will wait to see how these play out in the coming days. Oluchi Opara is former National Treasurer of the Labour Party. Thank you for
Labour Party. We are grateful that you have come here. This address is about what transpired in the Supreme Court today. First of all, we want to thank our Supreme Court. They have always been there, standing as the bastion of hope and entrenching democracy in Nigeria. And we are happy about what they have done. What they have done simply today is to say that every member of a political party must respect the decision of the party. Every member must respect the party supremacy. That decisions about leadership are decisions that are purely the internal affairs of a political party. And once a party has taken a decision, everybody should respect that decision. When we went to the Federal High Court, we only went to the Federal High Court against INEC to say that INEC should continue to accord the Labour Party every privilege that a political party should enjoy as a registered political party in Nigeria. But a group calling themselves the caretaker committee said they wanted to join and began to canvass issues of the leadership of the party. The Supreme Court today has said that there is no place for that in our democracy. That everybody should respect party supremacy. When the party has taken a decision, everybody should respect that. So the Supreme Court now said, because of the mischief of the caretaker committee in introducing leadership matters into that suit is struck at that court needed not to have made statements concerning the leadership of the political party. The court also went ahead and said that the Court of Appeal, having said that it did not have jurisdiction to address the matter because there are matters pertaining to the internal affairs of the political party, that Court of Appeal should have stopped at that and shouldn't have gone ahead to pronounce on leadership. I want to make it very clear that the Court of Appeal judgment in Labour Party versus Ebishene and two others decided on 13th November 2024 is still standing, is subsisting, and it is still binding. That judgment has not been appealed against. That judgment said that the leadership of the party rests on the National Executive Committee led by Barrister Julius Abure. That judgment is still there. The Supreme Court today did not set aside that judgment. What the Supreme Court said was that the Court of Appeal, in the appeal filed by Nenadi, shouldn't have made any reference to anything concerning leadership. They should have just kept quiet. Since that court said it did not have jurisdiction, it should have not gone any further. But what we are saying is that what this means is that the leadership of this party is as it is and as it was before the filing of the suit at the trial court. And what is that position? The position is that this party has made a decision. Upon the expiration of the tenure, or even before that expiration of the tenure that commenced in 2019, the party organized a national convention where a new National Executive Committee of the party was elected. And that decision of the party, the Supreme Court has said today that that decision must be respected by every member of the party. That coming to court to argue about leadership should stop. That parties should learn to operate within the confines of their constitution, of the Electoral Act, and the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So we are happy for this program they have made. They have reaffirmed the supremacy of the party in decision making. That nobody should come to court and say, I'm supposed to be the leader, I am the leader, I'm caretaker or not. What this woman has said today is to put an end to all those shenanigans by anybody saying that he could impose his will on the party. Today, Labour Party is standing tall with the National Executive Committee elected on March 27, 2024. And we stand on that. And there is a judgment of the Court of Appeal that is still standing. There has been some misinformation, some fallacy about that judgment. That judgment was not before the Supreme Court. That judgment was not pronounced upon. The only thing that the Supreme Court said that the Court of Appeal should have kept quiet and not made reference to it. But that judgment is still there. It is valid. It is subsisting. It has not been appealed against, and we stand on it. We are happy about what has happened. The party is stronger, and we are extending an olive branch to all who may have some feelings of doubt. We are extending our olive branch to them to come and join hands with the party to move the party forward. The party has spoken. The party spoke loudly on March 27, 2024, elected a new leadership, which is standing today. And the court have said that everybody should respect that decision that the party has made and work with the party. And that if an officer is elected and the tenure expires, there must be an election to re-elect that leader if he so wishes, or to elect another person. Today, what we are standing on is that upon and before the expiration of the tenure created in 2019, a new tenure was created on March 27, 2024, which has elected the leadership of the party, which everybody should respect. And so nobody should be going to court any longer to say that I'm leader or not. Let everybody respect the decision of the party. We thank you for coming.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. I don't understand. All right. Thank you so much, my people. I appreciate every one of you. I think we should just end I still have one video though, but I'll just leave it right there. I think we should just end it right there so that we can start talking. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. Thanks for your time with us today. Mother of all Mommy Diaspora, good evening to you, Mommy. Thanks for all that you do. Happy weekend to you, especially. Hello, my people. I appreciate you all. Abazi, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Okay, Mr. Jonathan just coming in. All right, thank you very much, everyone right there. Thank you so much, my people. I've got my first super chat ready for today. Pretty AJ, thank you very much for the super chat. I'm very, very grateful. My pocket never run dry. Thank you, my wonderful people right there. And Gabriel, my brother, I can see you. Emmanuel Shoes, thank you. Micah Kiambari, thank you very much. God bless you all. Thank you. Who again? Kisle Gerahi, Betmark, Ajio Deborah, Uyi Desmond, Jackie, or Jacko. Okay, Jacko Kenneth. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, my good people. I appreciate all Pius, Moye, thank you, Peggy Modi, thank you, ma, I appreciate you. Then Vitus Ekwebelen, Timmy DB, many more. A lot of you have commented. Playlist, thank you, I appreciate you. Thank you, Prince Aka. Thank you very much, Wabo Felix. Thank you, Elisam Gedo. It's good to hear from you today. Amaka E, CEO, and many, many, many more. Just do your part by pressing on the like button, my people. Help us to share, take our voices far, press on the dollar sign, encourage what we do here. We really do appreciate that. Now, God, I will bless you, my people. I'd like us to move on right now by just starting to talk on what we've presented, or rather, what is affecting us in our country. In case you want to call in, is the best time for you to call in now. If not, we'll just move on to my panelists. Remember, I said on Saturday. So now we see them, that's what they take them on Saturday. You know, God bless all of them, my people. Thank you so much. But I would like to, maybe I might take calls later, but I'd like to start with the first person, which is Give Us a Monday. Give Us a Monday. It's good to have you on the show. Thank you, my brother. Good evening to you. I beg, talk to us.
Then let the people let them speak. I'll come after them.
Okay, let me go to Midwest people then. Midwest people, paper, Domosa. It's good to have you on the show. If you are there, unmute yourself and talk to us.
Yeah. Good evening, my fellow panelists.
Good evening,
I
sir.
greet listeners, viewers across the globe. Concerning this America, government declaring interest in the governorship tribunal, I did not watch the video. I don't know whether you have anything related to that anyway. But what I want to say, I don't know how authentic it is. I know you
Which
always
one?
verify this America interest, America government, declaring
No. Yes. I'm supposed to take it. Sorry. Let me quickly
Yeah.
take that. It's an article.
Oh.
It's not a video. It's organic. Yes.
Okay.
Let me just put on the screen. Thank you for bringing my attention to that, because before this satanic people listening to us will now say, "Oh, Nigeria was just go copy something from a village, copy for screen." Let me just put this on the screen sharply and quickly take it. As you can see right there, it's coming from People's Gazette. Yes, U.S. government declares interest in Edo governorship tribunal, cites irregularities with collation process. So I'd like to take the first, or rather one or two paragraph. The U.S. government has said it is keenly monitoring the Edo State Governorship Tribunal. Independent observers and civil society organizations noted that the poll was made by multiple arithmetic errors, about 29,053 unaccounted ballot and other inconsistencies. The U.S. mission in Nigeria on Friday said the collation process of the polls that pronounced the All Progressive Congress Monday Okpebholo as winner was flawed with serious lapses, noting that the foreign mission, a supporter of fair and credible elections, was closely monitoring the situation. I'll leave it right there. They have their quote, their statement, everything is there, except I want to continue to read that because of time. On Wednesday, Justice Wilfred Moshi, chairman of the three-man panel at the Edo State Election Petition Tribunal, upheld the election victory of Monday, blah, 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 blah. I'll leave it right there. Thank you very much, my people. That's it. Yes, we saw it, but we have to bring it from a mainstream, credible platform. So that's it. Although not just this platform, almost all our mainstream articles carries it, but I choose to bring this in. Go ahead, sir. Talk to us.
Thank you, my brother. You just show the source now, because I've seen it somewhere before. It's also like this social media of a thing, but I didn't see the source where it was coming from. And when you showcase it as well, I said maybe where you have showed it in the past when I was not there. What I want to say is this: if American government is having interest in our democratic process, and that interest is really for the interest of the people of Nigeria, I think they should question the entire electoral system. I think that will favor every one of us, not when we have conducted an election whereby you can't even vindicate any party. If you want to be honest, in a do case issue, you can only vindicate the Labour Party. But these two gladiator party, to be honest, it was a fight that was carried out in a electoral system designed in a Nigeria way and remain in Nigeria way. So in that case, if they have interest, I don't know which side they are into, because if they want to use Edo as an example, I don't see them, succeeding apart from just a write-up. And even the government of America currently, I don't think, well, that is the ambassador anyway, according to what you just read. They also have right to really put their nose into something if Nigeria government permit them. So that is my submission there, because currently they really have interest. I would be happy, but their interest should be something that address the entire electoral system, because that is where the fault lies. It's not a matter of irregularity in one place. What really champion irregularity is the way they structure that very electoral process. And that's my submission there. So maybe the American government is in support of Okpeboro. If I look at the heading there, because they have interest, everybody want their interest, or maybe they're also supporting the other party. The other party, we don't know. But they should try their best to really join Nigeria voices who are calling for a complete rehaul of the electoral process. And that would benefit every one of us, not like jumping to already a concluded election. Even in America, even if they ring an election, they silent it. We know what happened between Bush and I think what they call Kerry, they call that mad that time. But when the old news was coming out, what do? They protect their country, looking at their image. And they have to, and at the end, they have to work in their system and make sure it never happened before. So we should try our best to admit where the source of the fight is coming from. Then the other one again, I think you have two topics there concerning the Labour Party of a thing. You see the same thing. Now, the judge have spoken. Even lawyers are confused, because this one I've listened to a lawyer who just interpreted it that Abure still remain the authentic chairman. I've listened to a lawyer who said because of this Abure is not. So even court pronouncement is still subject to interpretation. To tell the level of confusion about the whole thing, leadership, torso, electoral system, everything about the country. Even the constitution, that sometimes when they read it for you, they keep reading subsection 1, subsection 2, subsection. It's like where they start from. The sub have eliminated it. So it's a very long way to go. It's very shameful that this situation we find ourselves. Now there is the Labour Party. With this declaration, Labour Party is in a big problem. They are in a big problem. Abure, no matter how bad or good he have his own supporters. Then the other new critical committee, whatever chairman, they also have their own supporters. At the end of it all, their strength to the chances for them to put themselves together, united, and be a united force, and have that strength to challenge the current ruling power, they have been divided now. And it's going to be a very a strongly moment for the party. You cannot take it. They are going to fight themselves in a public place, even with the court judgment. It's very shameful. And every time we come here, sometimes these are the things we speak to. Obi now is in the storm. Even for me, I don't even care. Political, what's it called? Our leaders, irrespective of their party, I've lost interest about all of them. I see them as one, because this party, they are not able to manage it. They are not able, the people there we trusted, Abure, the rest, all of them, they have brought shame to the party. And the entire movement now is almost like something that is, I don't know how they go. It's like they've kindled the fire, they've extinguished the fire. So I don't know how they're going to kindle it. But with this judgment, it's like pouring water into fire. The judgment would have been so straightforward, simple to interpret. And why the whole thing will end there, Abure will know he's no longer a chairman, or the party will know he remained their chairman, and the people will decide to look for another way to, put themselves together. But now they have hammered them and put a sword in their midst. I don't know how Peter Obi is going to navigate that. You have to put his head together and look for a way to merge these people. And that's just the solution. But try to listen, to follow what the court have said, which they cannot easily interpret. I'm not a lawyer, but when I see two lawyers interpreting court judgment, it gives me a concern, because I've never seen that in anywhere in the world. Because one judge have spoken, there is very clear where they are standing. And not only this case, many cases. We know what happened during this Okpeboro something, this PDP APC something some time ago. when they said the Aswan was not cancelled. The other one said it was cancelled. This is court. No, it's shameful. That this is the situation we find ourselves. We don't even know where to face. You go to court, they cannot settle issue. Election is coming, is the highest bidder. So how can we move forward? Or the strongest man, or the one in power? Like as it is now, we don't even have opposition. Because for me personally, I don't see any opposition, viable opposition yet. And with this judgment today, I strongly believe Labour Party is in trouble. Except they have to put their heads together. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be tough. And that is just my submission over there. Another video you, I've forgotten that one, so you didn't bring that one. I watched that one somewhere. But
You
innocent
have
people.
1 minute left.
Okay, so I just round up my submission there, my brother. My submission is very straightforward. We are just in a situation where things are very confusing, and the court cannot give a direct verdict. The electoral system is the highest bidder. An international community who is interfering in our electoral, if they are honest, they should go straight to that electoral process, not for them coming in with only their selfish interest. They don't even want Nigeria to be a good place in the first case. If they really want, they understand what is going on in our country more than us. They have all the intelligent gathering. We telephone every day, we use their gadget. We travel every day, we communicate, we plan, we run the whole show. Even the electoral material is from them. They know what is going on more than us. If they want to help, they should be sincere. And that is just my submission. Thank you very much. I just was for that privilege that you gave it to me. Let me
Thank you,
give the
sir.
floor to
Thank you very much. Organ Midwest people, God bless you, sir. Thank you. Michael Organamaro, thank you very much for the super chat. I'm very, very grateful, sir. Thank you very much for all that you do. Guys, do your part by pressing on the like, help us to share. I would like us to move on to the next person, which is Mr. Jonathan. Mr. Jonathan is on the show today. Good evening to you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Elvis. I greet you once again. Happy weekend.
Thank you, sir.
God bless you for the good work we are doing. I greet fellow panelists. I greet you all. Happy weekend to every one of you. And Mommy Diaspora, I greet you once again. God bless you greatly. Thank you for getting me into the broadcast today. I'm grateful. I greet fellow commenters and callers, prospective callers. God bless you all greatly. Welcome. You see this, actually I wanted to talk about this Edo thing. And of course, the Labour Party Supreme Court judgment. You know, let me start with this Labour Party. You know, the first thing I wrote was that even Oshoma, Laborous Oshoma, I listened to him. I was thinking that it is going to help us out. I believe that Mr. Oshoma, I believe probably you are listening, or maybe you will get to listen to this somehow, somewhere, I don't know. I was actually, since yesterday, I was waiting for you, that I will hear one or two things from you with respect to the Supreme Court judgment on the Labour Party internal issues. But even you can't even interpret this judgment expressly. Listen to you, I say, wow. You know, the interview was very short. One of the shortest interview I've seen Laborous Oshoma, you know, taking on mainstream media in Nigeria, because they really want to get him on. Because at the end of the day, we are even in more darkness before you even started. You can't even explain it, the judgment expressly. Lawyers are struggling to interpret it. And if the likes of Oshoma, who is a very straightforward guy, you know, doesn't take sides, just interpret the law expressly, is finding it difficult. Because I know he's not taking sides, and he's not in the business of taking sides. Is finding it difficult to give us express interpretation of the judgment, then we're in a problem. The Supreme Court, for me, this is a deliberate attempt. They call them learned. They call them my lord. they are not in, they shouldn't be in a position of complicating matters. Their judgment should be express. The judgment is so ambiguous so far. Hence, this interpretation from both parties claiming victory. Because when the court delivers a judgment, it is always very clear, especially when lawyers, get into it to interpret it. It's always very clear. I must say, this is my very first time, both locally in Nigeria, internationally, that I heard a Supreme Court judgment, not even the lower court, Supreme Court judgment, that both parties are claiming victory. Labour Party is claiming the victory in a big way because the Supreme Court was so ambiguous. It wasn't so they have loopholes. There are vacuums there that they can lay claims to. Even though the Labour Party, they know that they lost the case because that judgment, you see, there is no rule of law in that country. If the head, the person who is superintending over the entire nation, can break the law by not obeying the court order or destroying the constitution by disregarding the constitution, then it flows down. It flows down. That is why Labour Party, Abure, and his gang can have the audacity to be breaking or disregarding the court order. Once the head has been doing that successfully, no contention, no consequences, then what do you expect? What do you expect? I always compare it to the case of a father who is a drunkard, a complete drunkard, and he still has some leverage telling his 10-year-old not to drink. Still having some leverage telling his 15-year-old not to drink. By the time your child is 20, 22, you have no audacity again to be telling that child not to drink. He is now an adult. You can't control that child again. He can drink himself to stomp. You cannot control that child again. In fact, he will take over from you. He will be a world-class drunkard. You and him will even be sitting down at the same table and be sharing the same whiskey. You can't. That is the case. Yeah. So disappointing. That appeal court judgment that this crooked man was referring to over and over and over again. And as if, anyway, the journalists that are there, they are the brown envelope journalists. Those ones are not even journalists. They can't even think. They can't even process anything. I don't know which journalism school they went to. I don't understand them, which organization they are representing. That appeal court judgment that is claiming over and over again. The case was still about the leadership. It was about leadership, and the Supreme Court in that judgment said that anything that has to do with internal democracy, court has no business with it. But that judgment that is laying claim to, that they are sitting on right now, has to do with leadership. And they are not able to ask him that direct question. That's why he was running his mouth there. I was fuming here. He was just running his mouth. And he was saying it over and over again. And nobody was able to bring his attention to the fact that, wait, this judgment that you are talking about, is it about something else? Does it have to be with financial misappropriation? Does it have to do with anything else other than leadership? Internal leadership of the party? Of course, yes. And in that judgment, the Supreme Court addressed that. So what a heck that is still referring to that. So what is expecting now? What is saying now? Literally, let's say it out now. What is saying there? That man whoever he is, the Labour Party gang there, what he's saying there now is that they should go to court again on that specific judgment and go and challenge that one and take it up to Supreme Court. So that Supreme Court will, but Supreme Court have addressed it anyways. They have addressed it. It is, compare it to the judgment of the tribunal, the most recent one in Edo State 2 days ago. Just compare it. It is like the tribunal coming out and giving an ambiguous judgment, a judgment that is not clear. And then Aswell is claiming victory. Okpeolo is also claiming victory. They know what to do. That is why in that judgment, they are very express. The judgment was so clear and express. With the governor of Edo State is still Okpeolo. It was clear. That is what I'm not a lawyer, but this is what I'm expecting lawyers. At least they should come out, please. By tomorrow, by Monday, please come out. If you don't, they will be bringing you left, right, and center now to the mainstream. Please come and please, we're begging you. Come and, if you are a lawyer, come and interpret this expressly that the layman can understand. Don't neither here nor there. Don't confuse people further. The confusion that the Supreme Court judgment brought is enough. If you are a lawyer, that's why they call you learned. Then interpret it now. Interpret it. Don't be the Oshoma today, Mr. Oshoma. Please, I know you will come back again. Let's be clear. What is the judgment about? Is Abure still the leader or not? Is that what the Supreme Court is saying? Or there are still cases they still have to take back to the court again and fight it now from the appeal court now to the Supreme Court again, so that the Supreme Court will deal with it expressly and let their language be clear. It is this ambiguity that is giving this Abure gang. But anyways, there's nothing left in Labour Party. They are just wasting their time. Let them be eating their crumbs there. There's nothing left for them. They are waiting for politicians that want to contest in 2027 that will begin to buy forms from local government to state government to the federal government to the federal level. That's all you are waiting for. That 10 billion naira. That's all you are waiting for to share. We all know. That's why all of you want to buy there. Abure that is what all of you are waiting for. That's 8 to 10 billion naira that you people think you will amass during that period. But guess what? God help you if you get 30% of that come 2026, 2027. Because there will be so many areas that you will not even feel candidate at all. Who will go and buy your form knowing fully well that is going to lose anyways, no support. You will not be different from all the other political parties, dozens of them. You won't be different. So let's just say that clearly. With respect to Edo State, see, the video that we presented on Edo State, the local community where they are ravaging their farms. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting from the governor because there is no difference. What happened at Uromi? The story came through social media. It is through social media. The social media broke that news, not the mainstream media. Social media broke that news. The same social media now is highlighting this. So where are they? Where are they? Where are the people of Okpeolo? I expect the governor, at least let's give him till tomorrow morning. Let's just give him to be fair. Let's give him till tomorrow morning. Let's just assume that all the previous one, let's discount all the previous one that we are just starting now after Uromi. Where is Mr. Governor on this one? I was shocked yesterday when Mr. Peter Obi on his X handle posted a message of the killing that happened on Thursday. people that buy in Benue State by herdsmen. I've not heard anything. The Nigerian media have not highlighted it at all, as if those ones does not matter. I didn't hear it at all yesterday, Friday. Okay, this is weekend, they are all sleeping. Let's see what will happen by Monday morning. People just buy there in Ben, they just kill people there. Nobody is talking about it. It's not there at all. I'm scrolling all over the place.
It's on media. Or I saw it on media recently.
No. When you see, when you see it, it is one thing to see it on media. It's just like this. It is, let me explain to you. You say this is how the media works. This is how the media works. Okay, is that on every morning they set what we call the narrative. You see that narrative. Once that agenda is set, that is what everybody will run with throughout that day, and if need be, for the subsequent days. They have to set the narrative. That must be at the front burner for that day. Just writing it on the page of the newspaper, no, that is not enough. You have to project it so that people will run with it. Then it becomes the narrative for the day, the top narrative for the day. I'm not seeing it as compared to Uromi. I'm expecting now that governors from other states will come to Benue to come and plead or beg. And I'm expecting Governor Okpeolo of Edo State, you people, God will help you. That's all I can say. I don't want to say any negative thing. God will help you people. If you are okay, if you are normal, you will ask your governor now to demand compensation for those farmers. You will demand compensation. Full compensation for those farmers that their farms has been ravaged and destroyed. It will come out, the governor will come out openly in support of those people and all others whose farm has been ravaged and destroyed. He will ask for compensation for those people, for them. Then we know we're talking. Because some people that we think they still even have some iota of integrity left, gather themselves together, demanding for damages for the families of the Uromi, the victim of the Uromi massacre, or what do you want to call it. They are calling for that their families should be compensated. Are you kidding me now? Then in Nigerians, state government, they will pay compensation. Go and pay compensation to the people in Benue State and Plateau. Pay compensation, whether the state will still have money remaining to do business. They also have right to demand for compensation. The people that we respect so much that we think they still have something left. This man that was just in prison and then released, Professor Usman, or Sonny, he was among those people at a press conference calling for damages to be paid to the families. And those farmers there, whose farm has been ravaged, elderly people. If you have any compassion as a governor and your people, if you have any human compassion that is still left in you, the governor will come out within the next 12 to 24 hours and attend to that matter. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. I will leave it there for now. Thanks.
Mr. Jonathan, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Sometimes I don't want to stop you, but when we have a lot of people on the panel, we have to be fair. Thanks very much for your deep down analysis when it comes to the things that's affecting us in Nigeria. Thank you, sir. I would like us to hear from Mr. Oduwa. Mr. Oduwa, thank you very much, sir, for my brother, for joining us today, my brother. I appreciate you. Please talk to us, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Najawash. Thank you very much. Happy weekend. Happy Saturday. Good evening, everyone in the panel. Thank you for all you have been doing. Well spoken. Baba Jonathan, thank you very much. Good evening, Mr. Black Panther. Welcome to the show. We know that today will be something else. Thank you. Good evening,
Now
Mommy
Black,
Diaspora.
now Black Panther be Black Panther. It's
Good
not do
evening,
about
Mommy
sport.
Diaspora. Thank you, Mommy. God bless you, man. We appreciate your effort and the good work
Don't
you are
worry,
doing.
I go give a certification very soon.
The good work you are doing for us, we really appreciate. I mean, God bless you. Wa Tony Maga, Sari Deba Wede, Wa Toa Mose, Urwesi Yi. Ese nuru yewini, numero yesegiwa, Urwesi Kakabo. Good evening, commenters, listeners, and viewers. Happy weekend to all of us. The passerby, thank you all. But the good comment and the bad comment, we appreciate you all. It make us strong. Thank you. Well, as the governor of those states and the whatever the northern people have been put before us, because I watched a video that the northern people make a gathering, which they might call assembly or meetings, to speak about what is affecting them. And we are demanding, Abuja, we are demanding for the governor or the government. They said one woman, I think one woman, Aisha, something like that. He said the northern people will have no option of being in Nigeria. They will have to separate themselves, which I will be very happy if did not raise up to say the country will go the different way. And the one man from road safety, that was they were calling him road safety chairman that time, that one still speak. They are requesting of a thorough investigation and people to brought to book and compensation. You see, when people have agenda, they will put it clear before you. But when other people doesn't have agenda, they will just come at a rant. You don't know why I say this. The northern people always unite, whether the thing good or bad. They unite the way we favor them because they have agenda. The certain people, you will never see people come out in the press to do something like that, whether good or bad, to make sure that also favor them. But the northern people will be the ones spreading, because that road safety person, that man, I forgot, I don't really know his name, but I know they was calling him road safety, this thing, whenever he will put on this brand cap, papa's cap is what the man is using. So then the northern people are doing that for their betterness, even though they are the one terrorizing the whole country. Then the woman, the Aisha, was able to refer to they were killing in Oyo, they were killing in Shogbo, he made sure Imo State, he made sure Urumina, he made sure different states. But he never made sure that how the northern people have been killing all the people. That even before the market on Oyo, how the northern people have been dealing with Oyo people, destroying them, killing the Oyo people, or by Oyo people, Legoing people up to Oundo. They went to church and Lego people. The Lego Papa for Shoroti daughter who went to back out from them. That express, Abuja Express is not going area that they are kidnapping our people by them inside the bush. Even though you pay them ransom, you did not pay them ransom. The northern people never, in that their union, that they are meeting, they never make sure those things. They never make sure anyone that they have seen in social media that this is what is happening to the Satan. No. But they always said the one that they feel it will sweet them, that they need compensation, and that is the government. It is because the Satan people are so gongotiti. Because if they are not gongotiti, you will have also able. We say we have an activist. We have different, we will name, I don't know how to name of group of organizations. What is the use of those organizations? If they cannot come out and make press release, the way the northern people can make their press release, then what is the use of those people? It's just like person who call himself an activist in Edo State send me a message that Uromi brothers, I return him back to him. The Edo people supposed to lead this protest, not because what happened in Uromi is even a good way to all the Edos to come out and said enough is enough. This place they just showed in that video that Mr. Nagawa shows, that fans, those people who said they came to kill cow in their bush on Sunday, that is my local government from Huade or Huode, people might call it. It's my local government, and that place is very close to my area. Now, did you know that I said it the other day that in my village, these northern people were living in a house. The person that they were living in house, they kidnapped the man twice, and they kidnapped his younger brother also. So our people who claim to be human rights, human left, human center, you will never see them when it comes to reality that they're supposed to put themselves as human rights. But when it comes to politics, that you just give them pure water money, then they become a human right. A human right doesn't supposed to know you before coming to fight for oppression. But what we have is they will tell you, come and see me at home. Because you are not human right, you are human left. So the North claim to leave Nigeria. Me, I would be very happy. They claim that it is their side. I think the emir, the something of the king, one of their king, said this where the population that elect president came from. They are doing this. Whether you populated or not populated, that is not my concern. If you populate in your house, can anybody go to the northern person's house and destroy his house? That person will remain alive? No. Then why must you say in the name of one Nigeria? You left your house. You come to my house. You are destroying my house in the name of one Nigeria. Then you expect me to be singing hallelujah for you. It is because our people doesn't have sense. I will not lie. These certain people, they are backwardness. But if you claim, they will tell you we are the first people that is brilliant, is this and that. No. Those are nonsense before me. Because if the northern man can left Sokoto, can left whatever position in his state, come to my state in the name of one Nigeria, what business are you doing there? Who invite you? Are you a tourist? If you're a tourist, then view what you want to come and view and leave, go back. You cannot be one Nigeria and just come and start destroying my house in the name of one Nigeria. No, you have a place you left from. Any place you said, you must have purpose of you leaving your father and your mother's house, going to another person's place. If not, God will have not allowed you to be born in that place you were born. He will have not allowed you to come from that family you came from. So you must have an agenda of something before going to another direction. If you come to do business, you are welcome. I will respect you, you will respect me because I host this place. But not you coming to my place, forcing me out of my house in the name of one Nigeria. Who make you one Nigeria? If you are one Nigeria, why do you have different dialect from me? If you are one Nigeria, why did you have different name of state from me? So all these things, it is the duty of our people failure. That is what we are facing. So if I have time, thank you, Mr. Nigerian, because the bear having, then I cannot talk on the Abure and so saga. But now, please, the certain people, don't be activists of just this thing, because everything you put in social media, come to unite yourself and speak. At those states, do whatever. You are people like the North. Come out and speak the way they unite themselves. Unite yourself and speak also. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Nigerian. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Odua. Thank you, sir. Thank you. The last person on the panel, Black Panther. Talk to me, my brother. Good evening to you.
Good evening, Nigeria Wash. I hope you can hear me because I'm doing something. I'm on focus on you too. I want to thank you for today's meeting, and I want to thank everybody that has spoken. And I want to say here, may God bless everybody. And I want to thank Mommy Diasporas and those our people out there listening and commenting. May God bless every one of us. And as I said one time ago, about 2 or 3 days ago, I said we have a condition, and the condition is that we need to come together and unplug it to have a new country. Before we're going to have a new country, this Nigeria must collapse. It must collapse. I'm not talking from my own, what I have inside. I'm talking historically, and I'm talking with a fundamental fact. If you care to research and do your research of nations, how they grow up and how they become who they are, you will know where I'm speaking from. I'm coming from that school of thought. And I'm also coming from the school of thought, the natural school of thought. When you plant a seed into the soil, that seed must get rotted, die, and start rejuvenating. Those are the things, those are the ideals I put together for me, and I made it up with historical antecedent and got it well. And I have to bring it out to everybody, because we cannot be at every location the same time. Somebody got to go at length to bring something up for us to discuss on it and see to it, and for us to learn from it. I beg to say, Nigeria, to me and to many that I know that understood what I'm saying, Nigeria was never a nation. It is a geographical expression being done, amalgamated by the British colony. And those are the imperialists that want us, and will never want us to become a nation. They will never want you to have access to every modern and 21st century item. Even if you have access, that access that you have, they will make sure they frustrate that access that you have towards it. As they are making sure they frustrate the access we have to internet. That is what they do. They don't do it directly. They do, the approach is indirect approach. That is how the imperialists they act. They work with indirect approach. And I would say here, now, to everybody here, we all are all one, but we come from different tribes. And I would say here, we should start speaking to our tribe. Where we are getting it wrong, we should start saying it out. We should start hammering on it so that they will hear us clearly. Because if you want, like I said before, I spoke one thing. I said, if you want to join everybody, every tribe together by any process, with all this tribe that we have, it might not be as easy. You might be going on a journey of no results. The best way is for each tribe or each nation or each aborigine to come together and have a conference and move with a comprehensive decision, so that when the re-amalgamation comes, we'll join it and we'll make a fundamental and a foundation that will be very tough for other people to break through, and thereby arise a strong law and a strong constitution. Now, I said something here about Niger and Natasha. Most people think I wrote it down. I did not write it down. It was as a result of my research on these individuals. There's one common thing I said, that they have decided and make their decision. It is constant in their heart. They cannot move. Those are the common things that is common within them and among us who are gathered here today to see Nigeria works. But before Nigeria will work, we have to go through pains, and we have to bring down this present Nigeria and bring it up a nation that is called a country. Now, the US are trying to intervene. I've gone through this, and the reason why they are speaking all this thing is they want to use that to come in indirectly. You know, when that bishop went to America to meet on the Congress, so that is where they are coming from. They're not going to do anything. They're not going to do anything because they are part of imperialists. They are part of it. They segregate. They will never want us, the black race, to rise up, except, like what the Namibian president said, Africa must come together and break the boundaries and stick to what we declare in the AU. Stick to it, and we have a formidable Africa that speaks in one voice. I mean, may all of us know, Africa has the highest voting bloc in the United Nations. The question is, why are we not using it? The question is, who is making Africa to be corrupt? Who is making us to be divided? It's there for you to go and research. While the highest voting bloc in the United Nations cannot have its way through, it's a fundamental question. We should go and research on that. And I will say to Lignos, that the people that said interpretation of court cases or judges, I want to say it clearly, and I have gone deeper to my own extent, to where I am, my knowledge. The average lawyer you see, they are not to interpret the judgment of the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court are to interpret their own judgment. So what they do is explanation. They cannot interpret. We can interpret. What they can do, we can do it. They are just trying to put a barrier as segregation. You know what I mean? Look at liberals. He cannot even speak directly because Nigeria is not a formidable force yet. The Supreme Court, what I would suggest, will be a reformation of Nigerian judiciary. And Nigeria should put in place a constitutional court separated from the Supreme Court that will dive into constitutional matters of every group and will interpret what the Supreme Court brings forth. They will interpret it and be blunt. And after that interpretation, consequences, disobeying the interpretation means that you're going to pay the price. Is it a jail time or not a fine? A jail time. Because there's no consequences for everyone going against Supreme Court. There's no consequences. Nigeria is the only country that I know that when you disobey court order, there's no consequences. In a well-established state, there is consequences, and if you hear it, you will marvel, you'll be shaking. That is why lawmakers are afraid. Even presidents are afraid. When a federal judge gives a judgment, he cannot, and if he does disobey it, the judge will seek for an investigation and want to know the person that gave the last order so that he can know how he's going to make his own judgment on that personality. That is how judiciary should work. And Nigeria, yet for us, I know and my understanding, Nigeria don't have a judiciary. What we have is a makeshift of a lot of illiteracy being brought together to speak and judicate over Nigeria judgment. If you see with the Supreme Court now, go and look at them. Let us do a test on their mind, a test on them, on their mental capacity. Let us do it. Let us do a test of them, relating with the 21st century. Let us do a test on them. They will all fail. Let us do a test of them on corruption. They will all fail. Because if corruption are eating deep and we are not be able to do anything to it, then we all failed. Now they're killing in different places in Nigeria. The answers are coming up. It's because the answers have a plan. The question we have now in the South, do we have a plan? No, because we are all divided. We are making our resources block our eye to have humane on each other, to have support, to have love for each other. Everybody that belongs to the South are gunning for the resources, are gunning for money. They are not looking at their people. They are not looking at history. They are not looking at how our forefathers fought to stand with the imperialists that came to take us down, that came to take our forefathers to interland, to every place that they did not know. We cannot do that. We have to plan. If they want to divide this country, which I know, 10 seconds, sir, which I know at the long run, Nigeria you see today, when they say it will not see tomorrow, is that Nigeria will definitely divide. And that plan, that word from the Secret Service that came, that is on the side, that the Nigerian nation is about to divide. That course, we are undergoing that course. If care is not taken, that word will be actualized. It takes two to tango. If one of them that want to tango differ from it, then Nigeria should be the South should be getting ready to have a formidable name they will call our country. Because it's better we go as South and the North go as North. If the Middle Belt want to stick to their North or to South, they will decide, because the minority in it will have their say in everything. So my Niger watch, we should stay our ground and start talking to our tribe where they are doing wrong, because we need to speak to our people. The Yoruba need to speak to their people. They don't need to speak to their people, because we are not doing things right. We are not together. We are look at the do. We are not, the Benin's are not speaking. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Black Panther. God bless you. Appreciate you. Everyone on the panel that talk. I'm happy that we're rounding up now. And the Iris Finance, we can see you in the building. Thanks for joining us today. Good evening to you. Mudia's Academy, thank you very much. I can see you right there. Thank you, my people. And I got a super chat from Peggy Modi. Thank you very much, ma, for the super chat. I'm very, very grateful. Thank you for all that you do. I appreciate every one of you right there. Continue to do your part by pressing the like, help us to share. We are taking our final submission right now so we can round up. I'll come to Midwest people. Midwest people, 2 minutes, final submission.
Okay. So, Nigeria, what I want to say, I want to speak about the killing. First of all, Okpebholo going to the northern part of Nigeria, I think he did a very rightful thing, because in the point of governance, he was trying to prevent a complete ethnic crisis. We have a lot of northerners.
They not come here at last. Oh.
Hello? Somebody
Go ahead, sir. I will let him know. He didn't finally call me, but go ahead.
Okay. He went to the north to do that, to avoid ethnic unnecessary crisis. Most of the northerners that died in Uromi, maybe they are not even the main evil doers. They may even be ordinary Nigerians like us. The North themselves, they are also victim, and our people are also victim. So, but if we really want to do something, it should be something we have to talk to one another, plan very well, and look at critically. If it paraventure become like this, A, it become B, become C. We in the South, sometimes I see people talking, I just laugh. If today they remove some bridges and food are not coming from the north to south, how are we going to feed our people? Nobody's talking about that. And and the whole thing and the way it is, we are getting closer to a point where everything will escalate, and everybody's fed up. The government itself is like they don't even know what they are playing with. That's why even the TV national these mainstream medias, they are fed up. Nobody want to talk. They have been talking for many years and no solution. And what happened in Ekboma, and another terrible one has happened in Benue. More than 50 or 60 people, they have gone, and that's all. So I think everybody will start resorting to self-help, but in an atmosphere or a country where hate is very high, I will appeal to my people to come together and start planning for a bigger crisis, because it is inevitable. That is what I would say there, because we are very. Let me just quickly put this one. For the past many years, we are so divided. If you look at the traditional level now, there is a lot of things because of error of the past administration that is going there, that is not going to put us together as well. If you look at politicians that we have in Edo South, they're becoming so divided. When you look at the youth left, as my brother said, something left, something right, something central, activists, this and that. They are just standing on a political door, not to solve problem. And when you look at social media, what is coming out from there? So many of these so-called social media platforms, you see they don't even care about what is going on, what is about to happen. So I pray that my people should see the danger now and start planning. It's a serious issue, and it may go out of hand very soon, beyond the way people prepare. Thank you, Nigeria. I give the space to the next person.
Thank you. Thank you, Midwest people. You said you like the fact that the governor went to the north and all that. Nobody is disputing that. He went there. How come he did not address the Fulani herdsmen that have been buying people in Edo State for the past couple of years? How come he was biased and just talking about peace? What kind of satanic peace was he talking about? You should have addressed that, Midwest people. Don't say you like the fact that he just went
there. Where I spoke to. It's going there. It's a form of a diplomacy in a point of
yeah. It doesn't matter. You can still talk about it because this is something that people are aggravated their anger on because of what you have been doing. So if you if you've passed peace in the process, also let them know they should talk to their people so that they don't trigger more anger. But he could not do that because it's satanic.
I agree with you. I commend that movement, and also I condemn him for not beating our people. It should do that.
Naija watch. You see, Naija watch. Let me just speak on this issue. Just 10 seconds. You see,
a committee immediately that will help them to start moving because the people are hungry. So that is
my brother. Naija watch. Just 10 seconds. You see, let us not be politically right here. The person in hands of power had little knowledge of the genesis of this issue. So how do you expect him? What do you expect from him to do?
So why did he choose to become a governor if he have little knowledge?
My brother, that is the question.
Why do you want to what are you saying? You have knowledge.
No.
10 seconds don't pass. 10 seconds don't pass. No, let me land.
You cannot land on this Nigerian watch. You cannot land without business.
Was he invited to become a governor? If he
was not a senator,
me and you are on the same track. If I have landed, you have know what I'm saying.
Was not a senator.
That he have a little knowledge. People
okay, I will explain it when I do my 2 seconds.
Let me just take my time. I beg. You say he has a little knowledge. Was he not a senator? Was he not in the red chamber? He has little knowledge. Is he not a Nigerian?
Is he not
in Nigeria?
See how people acquire people in Nigeria. What kind of
Mr. Elvis, honestly, honestly, it's painful. When we hear, sometimes we come here, we speak right, another time we come here, we speak left. Now this brother say that he's so happy because Okpolo went to the north. That's your cup of tea. In fact, I will give you bread toasted in Texas, and I will say it to you. It's and Belefu is your candidate. I'm not against it, but this evil must stop. So now wow. Honestly, so many things they just blow my head. Honestly, when we are killing people in Uro in Edo State, Mr. Alex, please, anybody that see Mr. Alex, please, can you help me comment? Can you help me find Mr. Alex? I'm looking for Mr. Alex, please. If you see him, please tell him I'm looking for him. I know that Midwest people, you have had Mr. Alex come on this channel and cry several times about the killings in Edo State. You've had Alex come here several times and cry on this killing in Edo State. Now, Uro may attack. Our people retaliated. Him out of Oyo State. They were killing my people in Oyo State. Where is Igbo today? Igbo has gone to Germany. They were killing. As a matter of fact, maybe the killing even started in Oyo State. In somewhere I think in Sheki, somewhere in Oyo State.
It gone.
Thank you, sir. Where were these people? So all of a sudden now we now come again and say Okpolo has little knowledge about the kill. Are you kidding me? Are you for real kidding me?
You guys didn't allow that. You didn't allow him to.
Please, just allow me. Please, just allow me. When Okpolo left Kano, did he went to Uromi to go and commensurate, to go and pay condolence visit to our own people that we acquired? Do you know what it means? You said the Fulani man is carries his own economy. My own people in Edo, their own farm, their yam is their economy. You know what I mean for a Nigerian that did not travel abroad, lose 1.7 million naira? Those farmers, they don't get the chance like me and you. Mr. Ellis can get out tomorrow to UK. Black Panther can touch down in Nigeria and get out the next morning. Mr. Jonathan can leave Canada and go back to Nigeria and then jet out the next morning. These men don't have anywhere to even jet out to. They lost 1.6 million in today's policy in Nigeria. You know what that means? That means you are taking their livelihood. So now their car is their own economy.
my own people, their yam, their plantain is the economy, and you destroy it. And one governor will now go there and say he wants to go and condone with them, even pay them ransom. Okay, the man that lost 1.6 million, I challenge you, go and pay that man his 1.6 million, go and compensate him back. Go back to it. Just say that man, that video, Mr. Harris he showed us today. Go and look for those people and compensate them because they lost their farm. Mr. Odua told us here, even his own person was in his own community, kidnapped by these Fulanis. Now, in that same video, you see how they chopped one of our brothers' hand. They even said that iron was even poisoned because 3 months up until now, that wound has not been healed. Hopefully, that man, I am just praying that God will not allow that man to fight because you don't know what they have touched with that iron. And one governor will go and condone with them, and now we are lost in the economy. We are doing everything. See, Okpolo is just doing everything because he knows. He just came to the gallery. Look at Enugu today. Is their governor blind? Do you not see the killing of his own people? When these people they put their hand in evil with these people, that is what you expect because they will not speak truth to power. Let them fight everybody in our state. This guy will not speak because what? They are played to the gallery. All of a sudden, Paulo has become, I think the second name should be kneeling governor. Paulo, aka kneeling governor. He likes to kneel. Think you are fooling us? You are not fooling us. We know your type. We know your type. This is evil. Now to Abure, all of those men that you see there, Mr. Elvis, like you said about some days ago, all of them should be taken together, put in Black Maria, and just be taken to the prison. Because what they are playing now, see, Supreme Court knows what he's doing. There's an agenda for the next election. They have just disrupted Labour Party. They just disrupt them. So the two parties are fighting against each other. You will not be surprised during election. Let them come during election. I could tell you that they don't recognize them because they were not a settlement between them. Supreme Court has just helped to destroy the agenda and the operation of Labour Party the more. They are just helped to destroy it. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, Mr. Elder. I thank you so much. God bless you, sir.
Thank you, give us a mandate. I appreciate you. Thanks for your time with us today. All right, I'll come to Mr. Jonathan. Please, your 2 minutes if you are there.
Oh, Mr. Elvis, I greet you once again. Unfortunately, there's no time. It's only 2 minutes. But let's just put it out there. You know, don't let us forget the height of disregard to the rule of law in Nigeria, where it came from, where it started from. The height of it, of that disregard to the rule of law and to the constitution, the so-called constitution in Nigeria. The height of it we just witnessed recently. Declaration of the state of emergency in Rivers State. All these things are all interconnected. You cannot separate one from the other. Mr. Tinubu, when he was in the opposition, 2013, 2014, he used to refer to all this, what is happening in Edo State. He referred to them as terrorists. Now to Mr. Tinubu and his team, they are hunters and they are headsmen. Back then, Mr. Tinubu would say that these people that are routinely perpetrating this act of terrorism, that the government at the center, the president, Mr. Jonathan, Goodluck Jonathan then, could not do anything. He's incapable of doing anything to help these helpless Nigerians. That is Mr. Tinubu speaking. And he was right then. So what has changed now? Those people are no longer Nigerians. Or these people, they are no longer, that are being spied all across the length and breadth of Nigeria. They are no longer Nigerian. Now, are they armed? Because you say they are helpless. Helpless simply means that someone that is helpless, someone that is, you know, has no protection, naked. But now, are they now okay? They cannot protect themselves? That was your position then. You condemned the declaration of the state of emergency then. We must not forget this. that this disregard to the rule of law and this impunity is stemming from the top. From the top, that is what that's the reason why this thing is being perpetrated daily in Nigeria. Nigerians are being why they have just go to rural Nigeria. Thank God for social media that is bringing it out on a daily basis. That the mainstream could not even catch up. They don't have the capacity. They don't have the wherewithal, the equipment, the manpower to even catch up with social media. The speed at which social media is unleashing report and bringing it out. The Nigerian mainstream have no capacity. They don't have the manpower to catch up. They don't have it. Still waiting for them. They all of them sat down there, still waiting for a report on Uromi that we will see a 30-minute or a 1-hour investigative report, even if it is not conclusive yet, that Arise and channels will carry their team. They will have entered Uromi. They will have given us a 1-hour documentary by now on Uromi. They will give us the story, the lowdown by now. That's why I said they don't have the manpower. That is why they will just sit down there in the studio. That is why the likes of Somna Sambo in Arise News call himself political editor. We sat down there on a daily basis. He's talking rubbish. I will say it. You are just talking rubbish. Political editor, do you know your position? It simply means that you are in charge of Arise News. It simply means that nothing comes out of that TV station without your approval, because you are the political editor. Everything passed through your table. By now, we should have seen you in Uromi. You should have sent your team there. It's a matter of urgency. At least a 30-minute documentary. Give us the lowdown from start to finish. You will have met people on ground there, interview them, bring them out. You are doing none of that. You are the one that is giving this government soft landing to continue to perpetrate this impunity of disregard to the rule of law and the constitution of the land. You are playing a major role, the media. You are giving them the room to continue to do this. Thank God again for social media. You are running after social media, which should have been the other way around. It should be the social media that should be running after the mainstream. But you are running after social media to catch up. What a rubbish. What nonsense. Asking for money to be paid to the families of the Uromi victims. Are you kidding me? And when you come to government, you become a governor, you become a president, you become a local government chairman, you take responsibility from day one. You take the good and the bad. You are in charge, because any good that you meet there, you will be claiming on it. You will be using it to your advantage. So if it is the other way around too, it becomes your responsibility. There is nothing like a president or a minister, or a governor or whatever, that, you know what, I don't know. No, all the intelligence from day one, the moment you leave that room where you are sworn in, all the intelligence, you have access to it. So that should not be an excuse. Once you become the governor, you become the president, you are in charge from that moment on. You have the power to do and to undo as far as that jurisdiction is concerned. So, Mr. Okpeolo, please start paying compensation now to those families. Call them, let your people now go there and start meeting them. Social media, don't worry. Social media will give you all the information that you need, because you rely on social media on this Uromi. It is social media that all your news is from social media. So use the same social media too. Take the news as social media is bringing it out. Go and pay them compensation.
All right.
Thank you, Mr. Elvis. We'll leave it there for now.
Thank you, Mr. Jonathan. God bless you, sir. Thank you. All right. Let me go to Black Panther. Black Panther, your 2 minutes, sir.
Yeah, Nigeria, thank you very much. Thank you so much. You see, if I were a professor speaking right here, people would have made me to land and know where I'm going to. When I say Okpebholo does not even have it, what I mean is that he doesn't even have the capacity. I was driving to somewhere. He doesn't even have the capacity to become who he is today. That's to show you how we chooses and what law guides and how we chooses who become a governor. You see, as a governor, you don't go begging and people telling you, giving your authority command that you must compensate. And when you know the history and the genesis of how this thing come, the question we are asking here, that many of us are asking, people that said, oh, yeah, you were shouting at me. Why did Okpebholo not say this to us, to you, that this killing has not started today by the Fulani in Edo State? Why didn't he say so? Why didn't it hold on to the leverage of an understanding of why have the answers or the Fulani not spoken concerning the killing of the 82 years old mother who was raped and killed? Those are the fundamentals, those are the things, those are where I'm driving to. He doesn't have the capacity to become who he is today. He was just chosen it's just a tribal selection that brought him into where he is today. That was why Madam Rita was saying, this what we are doing today, we are putting in history that someday this other lower tribe will come, it is my turn. And now we have seen that, yes, and he said, you are being tricked. All this time they are being tricked. Now you people have seen it now. You brought somebody, you think he has the capacity. He doesn't have it. You think he has the information. He doesn't have it. It's not because you are in Senate makes you ripe to become a governor of an entire state of 5.4 million people. You can know the problem of your village. Does not mean you have the capacity to rule a state. It's more than what you think. That is where I'm going to. He's not abreast. He's not well informed. He's not well abreast. He's not well informed. So therefore, he's not even qualified to become who he is today. That is where I'm driving to. And if every one of you have spoken and shouted, oh, you have noticed where I'm going to today. That's why you must listen to people where they are driving to. He might come in a logic forming, but you must listen to where we're driving to. Nigeria is not a country. My ideal that I stand on, you must know that my ideal cannot be altered. Nigeria is not a country, and if you want to make it a country, there's a price you need to pay, and that price is for us to come together. Thank you, Nigeria. May God bless you.
Thank you, my brother. I would like to quickly also correct you in case of next time. Your submission makes a lot of sense, but how you started it pushed all of us out of the share by saying that they have little knowledge of the state. If you don't need somebody who have little knowledge to seek for a public office. You have to have the full knowledge before coming. If you don't have the knowledge, sit in your father's house. Nobody needs you. You know, Peter Obi referenced to a similar thing when it was coming in, that people should know what they are going for. Not that when you get there, you'll not be saying, oh, I didn't know it was like this. I didn't know it was like this. No. Why do you want to become a governor of a state? You are coming to solve problem. You choose to put yourself in a space of a problem solver, right? So that means you know what is affecting the state and you are coming to rescue the state. So people having little knowledge and you want to become a governor, then it now looks like a child's play to me, to be honest. Thank you. Mr. Odua, final submission, sir. 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Najawash. Well, for Black Panther, anyway, thank you. But in other hand, as far as you have come to office, you are aware that this is the problem of the state, and that is what you want to come and solve. Because there is nobody who lives in a dose who will say is not aware that the Fulani is ravaging the whole country, where that you can even travel from Abuja to Epoma, from Epoma to Edo. So anybody who came from that road say is not aware of anything, my brother, that is pure lie. Or is in Lagos Road, is in what is this? so on a Sapler Road and so forth. So nobody will say they are not aware. The problem is the ability to do it. Thank you. Baba Jonathan, not that the, what did you call this, Arise and so on, TVC, they have the manpower to do it. But a slave will not want to compete with his master. Because if they come and take the physical evidence and put it in social media, for put it in their whatever media, for people to know that this is the problem of the country, then automatically they are alleviate the certain people to become being a slave to the North. So they don't want to alleviate the South people equal to the North. So they are putting it before you that the North are the master, while the South are the slaves. So that is why when it comes to the something of the North, they increase, they put fire, they put petrol, they put gas, they add oil, they add diesel. Then when it comes to the things of the South, they add cold water, they even look for ice block and put on it. They look for snow and pack on top.
I agree with you in entirety. I agree with you.
So that nobody will know something like that exists. That is just the truth. All this media, all this their NTA, whatever, Arise and all, they have the capacity, they have the ability, and even the resources that pay them come from the South. But because all of them are slave to the North, so they want to remain slave. That is all. Thank you, Mr. Rajawash. Thank you all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Oduwa. Thank you for putting your voice to this broadcast today. Every one of you that came into the panel, I appreciate you all. We already got close to our 30 minutes. I'm not saying that's Saturday, so we need to round up now. Give us a mandate. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, Midwest people. Mr. Jonathan.
I think I use my 2 minutes, Abby.
What?
I think I use my 2 minutes now.
No, you already talked now. There's no 2 minutes. You were not available the time you're supposed to talk now.
Okay.
So I gave you 10 minutes just now to talk. Oh yeah, go ahead. Quickly use it. Go ahead.
Well, thank you very much. I mean, I do appreciate it. Well, I mean, we do understand, honestly, I don't want to go back to Black Panther's statement earlier, but one thing is, you cannot make this what Okpewolo. Okpewolo know the in and out of Edo State. He knows what he was coming for. So try to say that he knows. Okpewolo is a senator. He knows what he's bargaining for. He has an idea. He has an idea of what is coming for him. They have just chosen to be satanic and evil, and that's how we should call them. Thank you very much. Have a good night.
All right, thank you. Give us a mandate. Oga CM, this one where they come where we they press last best, so we don't understand.
Nigeria Watch. Nigeria Watch.
Yes.
Let me say this to Madam Harry Finance. Madam Harry Finance, when the election was going on, everybody came here to do his own support for his own group. And at the long run, when we were doing the support, I particularly pressed on to say, why don't we come together, PDP come together and have a one voice? But you refuse and you continue the ASAN agenda. And when you say people did not vote for Okpebolo, that's absolute lie. Okpebolo got a lot of vote from the ASAN axis.
In case of next time, if there's anything that happened in the comment section, go to comment section and write back. You cannot verbally address it.
I just want to make it clear.
Hold on. If anybody play back this video when we end this show, nobody know what Madam Harry's Finance talk. They will only hear you just talking, because that comment will not follow this. So next time, just go to the comment section and also type back. We've said it before. Anything that happened in the comment section, please, guys, address it with the comment, not verbally. Thank you very much. I would like us to move on to Oga CM. You are just coming in now. Oga CM, quickly talk.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Niger Watch. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Black Panther. Give us a mandate, Midwest people, Jonathan, Odua, and Odua. Yeah. Please. Now for prison, I did since, so they just released me. So I just they run, say I must enter Niger Watch. They just released me from prison, but that is by the way.
How do you go prison? What did happen?
Anybody can go prison now. I mean, you know, you get person when.
I been a April fool you come. Your own a late April fool.
So anybody can go prison, or even Trump can go prison. No worry. Anyway, that is by the way. You see, Niger Watch. Why I have to? My interest is you said U.S. the headline. I know there are a lot of things to say, but I wouldn't delay the thing. You said U.S. Government also is interested in a Edo tribunal. How come? Shall you verify, Amadino? Because I trust your headline. That's why I'm called. I have said that.
Of
Then
course,
when I saw
verified.
it,
Yes, yes, verified.
which so now be say this thing no go end at Supreme Court. Anyway, well, that is okay, but they need to make a statement. And in that case, what I really want to say is this: in this type of no, let me leave it because there's not. Let me face the hot topic, which is what happened at Uromi and the aftermath regarding where Okpewolo went to Kano and all those things. Part of the thing we do here is to bring different perspective to issue. Okpebolo going to Kano means he felt that those people that lost their lives in Uromi are from that side. By going there, the family of those people that lost their loved ones in Uromi will see Edo governor. And they will say, okay, he came to see our governor because of us. I don't want to talk whether there's monetary compensation. I'm just looking at it as a face value. Now, there are Uromi people that have been losing their lives, or Edo people. Then go watch the thing, then go say, all the people, what of our own people they died? When are the governor from those sides coming to come and see us and come and see our governor? You know, the problem with Nigeria has always been this, what is it called? Double standard. I condemn in totality this idea that because the people, some people lost their lives, Okpebolo now go up there, maybe you go give them compensation and plead. What of your own state? Have you listened to your people? They've been demonstrating. In fact, I watched one video this evening on my way going somewhere. I watched it. People were saying, look at our cassava. Look at the way they slice them. I lost this, I lost that. I don't know whether you played it. So when I saw this, when I had this type of thing, I said, but Okpebolo, you are an Esan person. Like I understand. Urumi may not be far from your village where this thing happened. And the people there, you visit that Uromi at the scene. When you visit the scene, or the people there, with local people, some of them go know you where they open shops there, local, whether they be bricklayer. Then go say, look, they've been slaughtering us. Are you afraid to say that our own people has been slaughtered? Okay, look at what is happening in Enugu and their Bonny State. If tomorrow there is a reprisal, the governor goes of Enugu go enter plane. If they go maybe Adamawa, where those people come from, or maybe Kasena. Is that how we are going to live in Nigeria? This is a very shameful thing. We have to put this out because what is good for the geese is good for the gander. Okpebolo let his people down. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't. You express commiseration and then diplomatically. This is where your PA or people will tell you. You make a broadcast in Edo. You are sorry for loss of life, and this thing. Then what you even be talking is in terms of the final. This thing is that. Ranching, nobody, you've lost a lot of things, but you even tell the people of Edo State, those that lost their own loved ones, you want to open a register, let them come and do it. By you doing that, you're also telling the people that as long as so far you people are crying, me too, I they cry this side. Then the people of Edo that voted for you, if indeed they voted for you, that you are there, they will not say, okay, at least our governor is listening to us. You call them. So which means not only that 16 people they lost their lives in Edo. Now their life matter. What of your own people that have been crying even before you became governor? It's a simple thing. It's still happening. Tomorrow another one can still happen. Benue has been taken over. So all this type of nonsense is not supposed to be. You don't. There are times you do certain things. In fact, what if people have said, look, as much as I regret the loss of life, all lives matter. Like Americans, we say Black lives matter. Then the white people took it over and say all lives matter, not just black. So you can say, instead of saying Igbo life matter, Yoruba, you say all lives matter in Nigeria. That what you are using, this Edo incident, where it happened is that to reset Nigeria, that henceforth, every state should compile the loss of human beings so that let's come together. And when you say something like this, people, even Atiku, then go think twice before they reply you. You go say yes. People from the north has been lost their lives in Edo State. There are people from Edo State that even lost their own lives in their own father's compound, as well as other certain people that lose their own lives in the north. Let us use this opportunity to address everything in totality, holistically. That's what you should be saying. And when you say it like this, it is diplomatic. And that's where you tell them that, look, what is good for the this is where you stand. Nobody can fault your stand because you want a total solution once and for all. In the West, they are crying. Oyo, they are crying. In the East, the same. In the South, the same. In the North Central, then in the North. So what are we talking about? So this is what I don't understand. So how will Okpebolo, I'm using him as a point of contact, how will he be sleeping in the night now that you went there to Kano, but you can't come to your area, not Edo Central? Go and talk to your people. They will hear from them. They will tell you, look, this is because this is what you do. In fact, there are emissaries you will send because it's your village. I understand that you are from there. So this type of, no, they don't play diplomacy. If it's something like about money or pay this thing, but this is about life. Your people are losing their own life. In fact, they lost before this one's happened. So why should you? If you want to do the olive branch, do it both ways and call your own people and use it as a thing to tell them that this is what happened. At least it will calm them down. So which means they elected you for you to shed your tears for other people and not for them. That is the way we're analyzing it now. So the people, you came to them, elect me to be your governor. We elected you. We lost our lives. You are not shedding tears for us. But some people lost their own lives. People that didn't elect you because it happened in your domain, then you are not going to go and shed tears to them. That is hypocrisy now. It means that you don't even regard us. Somebody might even start to question your parentage, whether you are accidental or maybe you are not true son of the soil, but I'm sorry to say this, because you are opening your wings for criticisms. You are opening, so there's no way anybody can reason it the way I reason or even beyond this. Because people lost their lives and every day they are complaining. And why they are complaining is that this is our governor. You're not even talking to us. You went to other people because it happened. What of the one that has been happening in our place? So it's a shame that most governors are like this. I wouldn't be surprised tomorrow Enugu state governor go take his own pilgrimage, maybe Kasena or maybe Kaduna or Sokoto to go and pay homage. But let me end on this. The reason why APC want to control every place, people may think it's Tinubu's agenda. No, it's Fulani agenda. They feel that Ganduje, chairman, Fulani, all they feel is that if they can't be in Aso Rock, let them use this party so that they'll be having soft land in any APC state. What they means is that they will put you in. You don't need to pay money. One day I will tell you people how Ifeanyi Ubah would have become the APC governor of Anambra State. The story is just loading, but one day I will open it up. So what they are putting you is that you think that because they want to put you there, that you for good governance of your people. No, they are putting you there such that when you tolerate the Fulani element in your bush or whatever, that is why they are doing it. This thing, Tinubu can't control it. That is why they want APC, because they want to use it as their own Fulani party to do whatever damage they want to do. So that anywhere you have the governor, it can happen in PDP. Enugu is PDP, or mind you, but it is easier because this is APC. It is easier. And meanwhile, Okwewolo escape what is it called, tribunal. How many people are rejoicing? It's a whitewash. So that's why America will be interested in it. I don't know. So Okwewolo, maybe they hold him for maybe the most vital part of his anatomy. So they feel that they have to extract anything and they will pay him homage. Like somebody said, if you get something by crook, you must use crook to keep it or something like that. So that is really what is playing out until they go to Supreme Court. When this type of things happen, they want to see how loyal will he be. And then the way it happened in Imo State, before they gave it to Hope Uzodinma, Emeki Ihedioha of PDP wasn't ready to play that loyal. They brought up Hope. So maybe if they feel that maybe this Okwewolo go they do and not be say because they like, maybe he felt that the powers that be in APC or the caliphate something may say, as we come and let us change this thing if you can do our bidding, because that is exactly the Fulanization or this thing is about to become full blown, but it will crash. People do not know this. Tinubu is a lame dog president. I'm being honest with you. Tinubu is a lame dog. president. Lame duck in the sense that he's just in government, but he's not in power. Go and mark what I'm telling you. Tinubu is a lame duck president. Right from there, that is why it's the only thing he could do. Now he's in France. Enjoy yourself, but they will be doing something on the ground to make sure that, one, they destabilize his government. Secondly, they may say he's not competent, and there's so many, so many baggages. Therefore, Ganduje of APC will be de facto unofficial head of state, doing something, using the party to manipulate. So that is exactly Nigeria is pure. Tinubu is pure lame dog. Nothing good will come out. This is just the way Nigeria is. So because of what happened in Uromi, I feel that everybody should stand up. People saying defend yourself, you are not original, but that is truth. Because Dan Juma has said this in 2017, that if you are waiting for government to defend you, they will occupy everybody. He said the army, military collude and all those things. So what I will advise is, if I defend my territory and you defend your own, all of us are defending, then everywhere is defended. I said it one day here that, look, all these things, there's no more, what is it called? There's no more eye service. What happened in Uromi should be a turning point, a wake-up call for anybody. You don't need to, you just defend. If the local government today, vigilante, defend that place as much as you want. Forget about governor, because it's about your lives. Defend it. If every local government in every place is being defended, the whole place is defended now. Don't let everything to chance. People graduated from terrorism, they say are bandit. We they manage them as bandits, now they say are hunters. It cannot be. Tomorrow they say they are not hunters, they are just people that are repairing one type of machine gun. That type of thing. Say hunters now, hunting. What have they gotten? So we know the truth. But it's a wake-up call for everybody now to think your safety is in your hands. Any attempt for you now to feel that, well, there's something in it for you through the governor or anything, you are just wasting your time. What happened in Edo should open people's eyes anyway, that as far as you are concerned, these people, they want to be audacious. Look at what Atiku is issuing statement. They found their voices, all of them, because of 16. 16, but they buried more than 70 in Benue State one time when they started. They buried how many in a Hamufu, in Enugu State, in Ebonyi, the same thing. How many have they murdered in Imo State? What of Anambra one time when it happened? Nothing is happening. Everywhere, there is no state that Fulani signature has never been there. Fulani headsmen. There is no state, if you like, mention the state. Mention it. At a situation like this, I remember Akere Dolu. God will always bless that man. I listened to an interview he granted Sheikh Okimbaloye. He said, I'm the chief security officer of the state. Agbekoya means farmer. Agbekoyas or farmers in Yoruba language. He said they came to him to tell him that they can't go to the farm, that the Fulani herdsmen have taken over their farm, where they find they're even chasing them away with GUN. That what do they do? The man entered and then went there. He said he went there to tell them, oh yeah, leave our forest. As you are leaving, take every arms that you, all the things you bring, take it out. He said it openly. He said, if I cannot protect them, why am I? He's a senior advocate of Nigeria and a very prominent lawyer. He said, if I cannot protect the people that elected me into office, I resign. They came to me that their life is threatened. I have to go and rescue them. And that's what I did. The man, like he stammers, but he will say what he wants. Akeredo is a very fine gentleman. I believe in that man. So at a time like this is what leadership means. He did it and he drove them away, but maybe now they've come back. So this is the type of something. All they will need is this type of something. Probably they are trying to bring in what El-Rufai's son said the other day when his father criticized Tinubu, certificate forgery, this. There were news going around. El-Rufai Bashir, he said, if they dare arrest his father, that revolution or jihad they will bring it forward quicker. It's on record. He said it. People should confirm this. So you never know. There are a lot of things going on. The only way people can do it is just hold your fort, cover your area. There is nobody going to leave his area to come and cover yourself. That is the situation Nigeria is now. Thank you, Niger Watch.
Oh, that's it. Thank you, sir, for coming in to put your voice to this. I appreciate you. I appreciate every one of you that came into the panel today. We've come to the end of the broadcast.
I bet Mr. Naja was a seconds, please. Okay, thank you. Did you know that the EFCC boss have said that people should protect themselves? Now, but the media did not show it.
I think I read it. I read that. I read it. Yeah, you are right, Udua. Yes, I saw it.
Is it not something like that they're supposed to be spreading for the whole Nigeria to be aware? But they never talk about it.
That's how it is. That's what the mainstream medias are doing. One way or the other, all of them have been compromised, one way or the other. So that's why they are selective of the kind of things they want to talk about. I appreciate you all, my people. Let's round up now. Thank you, Give Us Our Monday, Midwest people, Mr. Jonathan, Mr. Dua, Black Panther, Augustine. God bless you all for coming into the platform today. Thank you. Those of you that supported the channel, Pretty EJ, thank you, Michael and Amaro, and Peg Monday. I'm very, very grateful, my people. Thank you so much. My people right there. Did anyone call in today? I'm not sure. People in the comment section, Mother of all Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, Mommy. Thanks for all that you do. We appreciate you always. Thank you, Mother Iris Finance. It's good to hear from you today. Thanks for joining us and thanks for all that you do. Abu Azi, thank you very much, sir. Thanks for all that you do. I'm very, very grateful. Florence O, thank you. Good evening to you. Oyi Desmond, Golden Night Stars, Joe Deborah, Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, and many, many others. And God will bless our people. Thanks for joining us today. We've come to the end of this broadcast. Make sure you join us again tomorrow, fingers crossed, 7 p.m. Let's continue to talk about what is affecting us. Keeping the consistencies is not easy at all. We're just trying our best to see how we can continue to do this and how long we will be able to do this for. Yes, it's not easy. There's no Nigerian that is currently doing what we are doing today. Have that in mind. There's no Nigerian. They're not doing it. Those that are doing it, they only do it maybe once a week or once in 2 weeks, because Nigerian matador they tire everybody, to be honest. It's sickening. It's very, very discouraging. We are talking, they are listening, but they are not making any kind of amendment. It's crazy. It's really, really crazy. But my people, we've come to the end of the broadcast. I appreciate every one of you. Have a good night, and let me see you guys again tomorrow. Bye for now.
That's right.
Hey!
Nyok baro ngor yek belen